Oakland Rail fan, welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna wait for some people to join. I'm gonna lower my chair too. No, I'm short. Anyways, just let people join and then I'll get started. But yes, it has been quite a while since I've done one of these, and that's my fault. So, don't worry. It's gonna pick up. I'm gonna stay on top of it and hopefully keep it a weekly ordeal. But, give it a couple minutes, let people come in, maybe. I don't know. It's 7 o'clock here, surely people will be off work or whatever. But I need to move this big Riverossi box. I didn't buy anything new, it's just something I had sitting around, and I'm gonna reorganize it. But yeah, let's people join. Where are we at now? 1:50. At 3 minutes, I'll officially get started. So I'll just hang out here, and yeah, we'll run some trains. I have a couple layout updates and whatnot, so we'll make something out of it. I'll go for an hour-long stream. I think we could pull it off. But yeah. I think I've settled on Fridays for these, because I don't know, it seems it's what everyone voted for on the community tab, and Friday is just a memorable day to do stuff like this. So yeah, I'm dripped out with my merch here. It's very cold here in Kentucky now, so I'm gonna suit up. Where are we at? About 3 minutes, so in about 10 seconds I'm gonna yell, and it'll be great. So let's see. Welcome to Layout Hangout. Today is November 5th. I still think it's October. Might as well think it's December with all this Christmas stuff that's coming out. But yeah, South Jersey Rail fan, welcome. Yes, I have been in a steam engine cab. If you go to my channel, if you folks ever watch my videos, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a cab ride video I wrote in a small switching locomotive, Lehigh Valley Coal 126. It was in Ravenna, Kentucky, which, hey, it was pretty cool. It's those guys who have that Amazon show, the Grambling people. They're really nice. It was a really neat experience. Definitely worth $30 for a ticket. So, yes, that's the only cab I've ever been in that was actually running. Opinion on war crimes? Well, it depends on the stamp. What is the word I'm looking for? I lost the word, but depends on the situation, War crimes in Star Wars, that's like a novel list. You have to sit down and read those. Do I miss train shows? Yes. Does my wallet? No. But I do. It's been about 2 years since the big Louisville show, which is like the only one really worth going to here in Kentucky, unfortunately, but I grew up with that show, and having 2 years without it kind of sucks, but, COVID, can't really control that. But allegedly they canceled it for next year for some reason, but COVID's gotten a lot better here in Kentucky at least, and furthermore, that's next year, so that's kind of premature to cancel. But then again, that's alleged, I don't know officially, but whatever, that's save some money, I guess. I'm just going to spend it anyways because I've this. So I drink Agent Orange instead of orange juice every morning. That's great. Is that laundry detergent? Or some... I think that's what it is. I don't know, but hey, at least you'll be clean. I don't know. But anyways, this box is annoying me, so I'm going to go on and reveal it to you. has the letter R on it. It's quite interesting. And inside is, if I can get it open. Overrated locomotive. I'm just kidding. This isn't 4014, it's 4015. It is my big boy, and I haven't ran it in like, heck, I don't know, over 3 months. Oh, way over that. But originally, I intended to sell it, but my mom convinced me like 7 minutes ago to not do that, so here I am. And I guess I'm just going to display it and maybe run it like once every 8 million years. I love it, don't get me wrong, it's really cool, but it kind of sucks on my curves. But it's Riverosity, they did a pretty good job. The one thing I don't like is the whistle, because it's not accurate at all. And no, I'm not meaning I'm a rivet counter or whatnot. It's just really off. Like it's the big boy is the last thing you'd associate the whistle this thing has with. So I mean, it's not terrible sounding. It's just, and I don't really have not the motivation, but it's the least of my priorities to switch the decoder out or something to get a more accurate whistle. But yeah, it's just not the most smooth runner on my layout, at least, because you know I have a pretty guerrilla tactic to track work, as in it's a mess. But look up. Oh, it's Agent Orange. Oh, I remember that. I watched the video. I'm sorry, that went over my head. That's what they use in Vietnam, right? It was like a chemical they dropped out of the planes to I think it was just to get the Viet Cong, out of the trees. It was I don't know, flush them out or something like that. Oh, it's something like that. I watched the video on it. It's pretty interesting, and the government got in trouble because the Agent Orange actually had cancer stuff in it. So the people who were distributing the chemicals were the ones getting cancer, and it was like biting back at you. So soldiers who were on those planes or whatever were exposed to it. They got cancer years later, and it was a whole big mess. But that's what I remember from the video, not the specifics, but it's just stuff like, I find Vietnam really interesting. I mean, it was a terrible war and wasn't the most necessary one, but I just find it interesting because my grandfather served in it. So, but yes, Agent Orange, I remember what that is. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but yeah, go ahead. As long as you keep it tame in the chat. You know what? I might have room in my little fancy cabinet over there. But yeah, in just a minute I'll talk about other stuff, but let me just put this very gigantic piece of plastic to the side. As you can see, big boy. What are your parents' view on the hobby? They're supportive of me, and I am thankful for that every day. They're also major contributors to this. My mom donated this room, and then I've gotten stuff for Christmas from them and all that, and they take me rail painting and all that, and hey, I'm thankful for them. I love them, and they've managed to keep up with my insanity, so they're doing all right. Yeah, that's answer your question. Thank you for asking questions. I usually no one talks. Here, I think we're ready to. I've got some stuff to show you guys. I'm like an old person. No offense, but I'm like an old person working this technology. But yes, there's me. My quite scary face. I'll pause that. But yes, I've got a couple of things. Well, let's not say anything too crazy, because this is a family-friendly channel. But yeah, I've got a bunch of crap over here. And that's from the Skill Trains field trip. I need to give this bag of stuff to my friend because I have extras. But yeah, here's my November picture. But the thing I want to show you guys is my actual school backpack. This is what I take to school. And before you say I'm a nerd, I already know. But you know, I had all these patches sitting around, so I was like, oh, hey. I mean, no one even knows what it is, so they can't bully it. I mean, everyone likes me too, so. I haven't been stuffed into a locker yet for wearing train patches on my backpack. I mean, you'd have to be a hobbit to fit in our lockers, so that is, again, the thing. So, yeah, okay. Some neat patches. Planning on adding some more eventually, but yes, that's my school backpack, and then this is my camera backpack. Got some stuff on here. So yes, that's just my stuff. And that's school stuff. As you can see, I've began to get in. See, it's Friday. This is like my breaking point of intelligence because it's been a long week at school. Don't get me wrong, I love school, but, well, no, I don't love school, but you know what I mean. It's not bad, but it wears me out. What I was trying to say, let's see. I've been getting an unhealthy amount of hats. There we go. I had to reload my brain for a second. Is this true? What is true? I don't know. You'll have to ask your question again, because I don't see anything. And so while you do that, I will talk to the remainder of the chat. HO Scale Collection video. If you go back, I've actually done some. I think I did a roster video. Of course, that's changed, but I have done a roster video before. And since you're watching right now, I can just give you a run through of all the stuff right now. So I'll speed run it real quick, but in just a minute though. I've got to get some layout updates out, and hopefully my camera works, not too shaky. I'll hold it with both hands to stabilize it. Look at the comment above. Place of Education Bullet Sender. We're gonna have to elaborate on that one. I'm not. Oh, my fingers in the shot. Okay, sorry. This is, as you can tell, I'm very amateur with this live stream stuff, even though I've been doing it for years. As you can tell, the building is a different color. It's red because if some of you follow my external, additional or whatnot pages, like Facebook and whatnot, I've rethemed the whole thing to R.J. Corman because I like R.J. Corman. In the universe of Renford Central, I said Corman bought them out. And don't worry, those aren't going away, or at least the 3123 is. I don't really care for this one. It's kind of mediocre, but I like that one. I might repaint this to Corman, but yeah, Renford Central has been bought out. Don't worry, it's not going away. I'm never going to forget it. There's still going to be memorials for it. Well, if it's going to be possibly reported, let's just keep it out of the chat completely. You can DM me if you want to have a conversation about something. Probably not the best thing to do on a live stream, but I'm just saying, man, I don't know. Anyways, Corman stuff, very nice. I'm not going to stop buying it because I'm clinically insane. Anyways, here's a passenger car. That's relatively new. I don't know if I've ever pointed that out, but this is a Walthers mainline car, and I'm overlooking some questions here. I apologize. The ATSF-9, David Brockman, welcome to the stream. Not sure if you're still here, but this is a Skilled Trains model, reboot counter. It's a great model. This is my first Skilled Trains model, and you know, I have bought 2 more since then, and I'm a big supporter of them. They've featured me on their page a couple of times, and I'm really thankful for that. They're really kind people. I've met Shane before. He's a really cool dude. Yeah. What else have I done? I'm not sure if I pointed out this before. I don't know when the last stream was, but I did some static grass through here. It's pretty neat. It didn't turn out exactly as I anticipated, but then I remembered I was putting it on top of Linsanix turf, so the glue wasn't going to exactly work. But yeah, I moved this building over here because the blue kind of conflicted with the whole red thing going on here. So that's going to be there now, and it looks okay. And we just got this, nothing much over here. I need to do a big layout work session sometime soon. Got some signs to make. I'm planning on this being a brewery because it's got tanks and whatnot, and you know, breweries and all that are kind of big here in Kentucky. And I'm thinking this could be a construction office, like a construction company. And that's about all for signs. Oh, I got to do R.J. Corman lettering here because originally I had Renford Central there, but I'll do Corman. Put Renford line or something. Alright, sorry, audio went out there for a second. I think that's about it for physical layout updates. What else? I think that's about it. Anyways, okay, half the chat left, but I'm gonna start running some trains here in a bit, so if anyone wants to request something to run, go ahead and do that. There's a big boy. Get back. All that stuff. Oh, I just remembered, the Oakland Railfan wanted a full roster rundown, so I can tie that in with the whole running trains thing. If you see any locomotives you want me to run, just type it in chat, and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, I'll start here. I'm sure the camera work's kind of warding people off. I know it's terrible, but bear with me. Starting here, we have a -9 Santa Fe. And before you ask anything about the daylight, it doesn't run, so it's retired. We got the Corman Trio, SD40-2, GP7U, and then a rail power unit. I think these are called GG20Bs or whatnot, but this is kind of like a butchered together thing. It's nothing specific, imaginary road number and all that. But I'll just call it the rail power unit. So if any of these interest you, feel free to request them in chat. And moving over here, the big boy, if you want, I guess, I don't know. And here we have 2716, 1992, GG1. The Shay doesn't run, so don't consider that one. And then up here, got ET44, sorry about the dogs. ET44, SD60i, -8, SD60E, another ET44, and then ES44. So I don't have any Missouri Pacific stuff because I just don't. And I've got these two. And that's about it. So if anyone wants to see those, run. Missouri is like 2 states away from me, so I've been there multiple times because I have family there, but that's just not really anything on model. I will show you guys the stuff I have down here though. This is a Bachmann Daylight. It doesn't run very good, so I just retired it. I just keep it it's a keepsake. It's one of my favorites. I might get a new one someday, MTH or something. And these 3 passenger cars I got at the train show, they suck, so they're just on display now. And my intermodal fleet right here. And O-scale, I don't have an engine for it. So it's just sitting there, collecting dust. That's about it. Oh, and then in here, got Nightmares shell. This is actually the original locomotive. I took the chassis from this. This is like a Walther's train line, and that's what I used for the rail power unit. I made a video on that a while back if you want to check it out sometime. Just some random stuff. Got a siren beam. Yeah, that's about it for that drawer. And then the remainder of my stuff is in here. It's just extra rolling stock. And I'm contemplating on repainting this. I might just get another one because I like this Southern. But RJ Corman actually has one of these big auto parts cars on display in Lexington, so I think it'd be cool to recreate that. I have decals and all that, so. But I might just keep this one stock. And got other stuff. So yeah, that's my roster at the moment. Oh, and passenger cars, lock sound manual, just all kinds of random crap. These. So yeah, if anyone wants to see, I'll go on to get something running here, but if you have a request for a certain locomotive, feel free to put it in chat. Alright, I'm back. I just had to set everything up. But here's the MT4. It's actually Renford Central. As you can see, I've re-decaled it. It's my fictional railroad. And you might not be able to hear me very well, so let me... meet the RJ Corman stuff. But yeah, this is a custom I did about a year ago, I think. It's mediocre, but I'm not sure if I can change it back to Southern Pacific because those decals are on there. But I think it's all right. It's a good memory. But I mean, eventually I'll probably revert it, but. Yeah, there it is. Used to be 4358, but is now 1992. I was present. 1992. So yeah, let's run it a bit. And if you have any further requests, I can put them on. I don't know what that was. It just cut out. But man, I kind of miss this locomotive. I haven't ran it in a while. I kind of neglect the lower locomotive stuff. I run my diesels more. But yeah, we're about halfway through. I'll go for an hour tonight. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna take off the Renford Central decals and let it show its Southern Pacific heritage, because those decals are kind of messed up, and it was fine as it was. So yeah, I'll do one more lap with this and then I'll run something else. So if anyone has any ideas / requests or whatnot, feel free to put it in the chat and I'll go on and run it. was a pretty abrupt stop. Anyways, I'll move this aside. If anyone has a request, go on and put it in chat. There's like 3 people watching right now, so someone feel free to recommend something, just real quick, anything, or I'll just pick something up and put it on tracks. So while you all contemplate that, I will carefully remove 1992 from the tracks and set it on the table beside the big boy. Yo, pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, I think I'll take the decals off of that. It's had a good, well, it's not had much of a history as 1992, but it's just nothing I really want to keep. And no one. It's I like the Southern Pacific. I'll bring it back. But that's a project for another day. Anyways, no one's typed in chat, so I'm probably just going to you know what? I'll run the GG1. I haven't ran it in a while either. Sending out the RJ Corman -8. I don't have an RJ Corman -8 currently. I do have a Norfolk Southern -8. If you'd like me to run that, I'd gladly be of service. Here it is, if you want to see it. 8742. Atlas is making the RJ Corman -8s in N scale, so maybe that's a little clue that they'll do them in HO eventually. And if they do, well, my wallet will quiver in fear once again. So, you know, considering I'm going to start modeling Corman more prominently, I'll definitely consider those if they do happen. But the -8s Corman has, they're the B -8s. See, this is the CC wheel arrangement, and the one Corman has the ones. How do I explain this simply? They have the 4-wheel trucks or whatnot. But yeah, I can get the -8 on real quick. Sorry, I had to make that a lecture. That I just get talking about stuff. I'm a hard person to shut up. I always have to make myself boring. Anyways, just a minute, I'll get this on tracks. That's alright. I just have SD40-2 and GP7 and that thing. But I do have a NS1 I can run for you. Wait, make sure it's on the tracks here. I literally have a re-railer right here, but I always, I never use this. I forget it's there, and I just do it like a 6-year-old child who just got a Bachmann starter set. I just ram it on there and do the back and forth test. I always set the phone down again. I'm gonna hook the cars up. Yes. Very nice. That's splendid. And of course the car derails as soon as I touch it. Anyways. That's the funny thing about the Renford Central. There's always something derailing. That's the defining characteristic of this layout. Running smoothly is it's a hoax. It's a urban legend. Yeah, I'll get this started up. By the way, speaking of Atlas, this is an Atlas -8. It's a very old one. It's probably made before I was born. And you can tell that by the sounds of the QSI decoder in it. Yes, I said a QSI, the ancient QSI decoder that is inside of this little -8. And I should probably put my phone in the tripod before I give everyone motion sickness, but let me just get it started up here. Oh, I typed the address in wrong, no wonder. There we go. See, and that's another defining characteristic, things cut out. Because I did a pretty abysmal job on my tracks in some places by recklessly putting ballast on it. You know, I'm very inexperienced, as you can tell, in layout work in certain departments, but you know, it is what it is. And it cuts out immediately. All right. You know what? I'm gonna do a live demonstration of my wheel cleaner. Check this out. Starting a whole rail yard on my desk here with all these locomotives. There we go. So I'm gonna have to put it back on the tracks, but I'm just moving it over here where you can see it better. This is a Wilden Scenics Tridy track. I bought it for about like $30, and I haven't noticed it doing much of a difference, but you know, my locomotives are well maintained. They haven't exploded yet, so but I still use it periodically whenever something's acting weird. I conclude it might be dirty wheels, but basically this has little what is it called, conductors on the bottom that you can just put on active track, and the locomotive will actually run on here and it'll clean the wheels on this pad. You can press it down a little to give it a rougher clean, as I will now demonstrate, hopefully. And then again, maybe the track needs to be cleaned, which I can also do with a Walther's track eraser. Some people have like, what are those called? They have like an entire motorized cleaner, but I don't have a big basement layout. I'm not a retired executive of a company, so, you know, this humble 9x5 is very easy to maintain, so I'm happy with that, and I just need a little eraser instead of a whole automated track cleaner. But speaking of the wheel cleaner, let's see if this even works. It might not even I might have to make it manual. That looks pretty barbaric. Yeah, this one's kind of buggy sometimes. I mean, like I said, it was probably made before I was born. That's how old it is. I still love it though. I got it for Christmas one year, and well, it was technically an early Christmas present. I found it in a train store, and I was like, "Hey, can I have this for Christmas?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, sure." So, yeah, it was a pretty good deal for what it cost. It was like years ago, but anyways, yes. Let's. I don't know what's going on with this. There's been multiple times when I've planned on replacing the decoder entirely, but I don't know. So that QSI decoder, it just sounds nostalgic, even though I wasn't technically alive. So, you know, 208 rail fanning. I'm sorry, I've been overlooking your. Like I said, I talk a lot, so welcome to the stream. If you're still here, glad to have you. This has been the most successful stream I've had in a while, because, well, I haven't even had a stream in a while, so that probably has something to do with it. There isn't a stream to be successful, so. I'm getting a little tired because I'm boring myself from my talking. That's how bad it is. I don't know. It's almost 8 o'clock on Friday. I don't know how I have this energy, but anyways, let's try this again. 8742. Oh. Okay, that's a bit odd. I might have to run something else because 8742 is not cooperating. You know what? I hate to break it to you, but I think this one's gonna. 8742 is not feeling it tonight. Here, let me throw some offers at you. Got some other Norfolk Southern power if you're into that. Got a Gevo SD60i 6730, 3194, you know. First request, here, I'm going to set my phone down. I'm going to handle it carefully and stuff. Yes, 3194 is a very cool locomotive. It supports a great cause. I'm going to be punctual here and go on ahead and say I do support the police, so I feel like I can say that. So Tier 4 trailing, all right. We'll do a little consisting here. Saw it. Oh yeah, you did. I saw your pictures of it. They turned out pretty good. Anyways, the Tier 4, if anyone's not familiar with that, is this thing. And if you notice something's off, it's these handrails. One was missing, so I just completely replaced them. I took them off another locomotive. Well, it was actually a shell, and they turned out all right. I custom painted them. They look a little bulky, but it works. Sometimes you gotta do it yourself. Oh, the CSX Tier 4. All right, so this one, which is the CSX version of the Norfolk Southern, is actually a Spirit of Ravenna, which again is my shirt. It's a small town there, Kentucky Steam. They're restoring a steam locomotive, which I also have a model of because I love Kentucky Steam and all that. Big supporter of them. There, 2716. Run both. You know what? I'll do that. All right. Let's stop it there before we have a power move on our hands here. I'll set it up real quick and we'll get it running. But yes, 3440 is a skilled trains model, and the Norfolk Southern is a Intermountain, and they're both really good. They have Lux sound decoders, and I've been more of a Tsunami guy in my lifetime, mainly because my grandpa got me introduced to Athearn and they had Tsunami sound, but this Lux sound stuff is actually pretty neat, so I don't know, we'll see. I'll still buy both, but alright, let's put these on here. I've already got 3440 and 3194 up front. I'll do the NS as a DPU. I'll do it as an N DPU too because I'm lazy. Bear with me here. It takes a little bit to walk around and put it on. Alright, I think I've got it here. Hopefully they all cooperate. Alright, let's see how this works out, shall we? Alright, here we've got 3194, 3440 trailing, and then see, this is the first time I forgot the road name of one of my locomotives. 3644 is the Norfolk Southern unit. I usually have them memorized because, you know, they're mine, so I'm familiar with them, but it's been a while since I've had some of these out, so alright. I'm going to set up here, I'll show you guys how I do it. I've done a video on this, I think. It's like one of my most viewed ones, which is 2,000 views. It's not very impressive, but you know, here, go to setup. And I'll it'll pop up this screen. I just hit enter, enter, and in the lead logo is 31. I'm gonna have to do this out. Only get some more room here. 3194, and direction is forwards. Good. Trailing loco is 3440. It's backwards, so it'll be reverse. And then 3644 is also reverse, so we'll do 3644 and change direction. There, and then we have a consist created. How about that? See, I love NCE. I would recommend it. I know all these people are talking about, what is it called? See, I forgot. I'm drawing a blank here. It's something throttle. It's the more Digitrax. That's what it is. Something like that. A lot of people use that, but you know, NCE, it's the way to go for me. I mean, I have a manageable layout. I don't have a big club layout where I need multiple outlets or whatnot. So this works just fine. I love my NCE system. It's been nothing but cooperative. Let's get it running here. Just got to get the slack out of the cars, and then we're on our way. I'm leaving my 3194 clean. I think it's good how it is. Oh, that looks very wrong. All right. Immediately something derails. Just a moment. I'm going to make a foamer joke here and say it's probably because there's CSX power. Feel free to unsubscribe and dislike the stream now, but I just had to get that one out. All right, it's just boxcar right here. Everything else is fine. I think I left the wheel off the rail or something. I don't know what else I would have missed. I haven't really tried weathering the wheels yet. I know there's a process to that, but I don't want to mess it up because I know if you get paint on the actual receivers, it won't be able to run. I mean, a rolling stock is fine. I've done it on an auto rack and all that, and they run fine, but I don't locomotive. I'll have to look that up. But yes, next year I definitely plan in the summer, once I get the garage cleaned out, that's where I have my airbrush. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? I'm about to make another joke. The next car that derailed is CSX. Laugh now, please. I need validation. I don't know what's going on here. It's in this one spot. I'm going to move the tripod over here so you can't see my complete and utter failures. And we'll try to see how it goes. But yeah, speaking of the airbrush, I'm going to try to get more involved with that. I haven't really been able to use it that much, mainly because I can't reach it because the workbench in the garage is messed up. It's full of crap. So I evacuated my airbrush. It's actually, I'm sorry I'm getting off the topic, but I've got the air compressor down there and all that. So next summer, and get some airbrushing skills because that would be really cool for weathering and all that. But for now, we'll just have to settle for the good old acrylic hand brush. So yeah, let's try this again. Full throttle. I'm just kidding. I'm not brave enough for that. I don't know what is going on here. It's pulling and unstoppable. You'll get what I mean once I explain it. But in the movie, it goes around a curve really fast. The runaway train and the cars. I swear the car was tilting like this. Only give it some speed steps. I swear it was tilting. I don't know what's going on here. See, look at this. Look at his tomfoolery. I don't know what's going on here. Before I know it, Denzel Washington is going to be running over it. Good Lord. I don't know what's going on. Mason-Dixon Railroad, welcome to the stream. As you can see, nothing's working. I might just delete this car from the consist. I don't know what's going on here. Here, just a moment. Now it's derailed. See, the thing is, when I'm running trains alone, just like hanging out in here, everything runs great for the most part. And then when it's on camera, you know, the apocalypse occurs. There you go. Into the collection over there. Let's see how it goes here. Yes. There we go. Yes. Okay. All right. And then the flat car will start doing a vertical. Who knows? It might be because of the way the locomotives are slacked up or something. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Maybe they're not speed matched perfectly and they're pushing against each other and it's putting stress on certain cars. You know what? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Here, let me set my phone down. I'll just take it off. I'll make it the third locomotive. Oh yeah. That's a good idea. I won't have to reprogram the consist because it'll still technically be running in the same order. There we go. Let's see how this... I think it's all hooked up. Oh, it's so much better. All right, thank you for that input. Here, let's get a EOT box car on it. This is a Bachmann car. Actually, it's actually pretty good. Yes, I put good and Bachmann in the same sentence. Believe it or not. Actually, speaking of Bachmann, I honestly think they've upped their game recently. They've been coming up with some pretty impressive stuff. And why did it just cut out? Why can't we have nice things? Why can't things work? Oh, and of course the layout's restarting, of course. Okay. Be quiet. Okay, there we go. And 3194. Come on. Get this consist going. Let's go. All right. I don't remember what I was talking about, so I'm just going to forget about it. Just leave it there. But yeah, anyways. Oh, and it cuts out again. You know, I just don't think this consist is going to work. Maybe I'm just going to take the inner mountain out. Because I've ran the scale trains together and they run fine. All right, bear with me. I apologize. This is getting a little stupid. I'm going to reprogram it real quick. Stand by. Kill consist 127. Reprogram. So 194. 40. Observation. All right, I think we got it running. All right, we're almost to an hour here, so I'll just run this contest for a little bit, and we'll call it a night. So yeah, only change camera angles so it doesn't get too boring. We'll move over here. Yeah, if you have any further questions or anything, feel free to put it in chat. If not, just sit back and enjoy the train, I guess. Oh yeah, I found that coil car at a little store in Lexington. It's a pretty good car, it runs well. I dropped it once, so I had to glue it back together, but other than that, it's been a good car. I need to get more coil cars. I see them a lot around here. I should probably model them too. The scale trends ones are really nice, but they're like $50 each, and it's a little hefty for a little car like that. But you know, maybe one day I'll pick one up. I have no idea what that was. These have a keep alive. I don't know what's cutting them out. Oh my gosh. Maybe the track needs to be cleaned, I don't know. Like I said, this layout is riddled with all kinds of silly little issues that keeps me on the edge of my seat, so I guess it's good. Sometimes perfect is boring. Anyways, yeah, scale trains, they're really great. Personally, I've never had any problems with their couplers. I think they look fine. I like that they paint them brown and from the factory to make them look more accurate. I think they've worked fine for me, at least. I believe I have seen people complain about them, some forums and groups and all that, but personally, I've never had problems with them. Then again, I don't have 100 car unit trains and all that, so I haven't really put them to the test, but in my little Kentucky town in HO scale, they're quite good. Okay, I'm gonna get one more passing shot, and then I guess I'm gonna wrap this up because we've reached our hour goal, and I appreciate everyone for stopping by and helping me reach said goal. Usually I end these off at 40 or less minutes because, you know, no one really watches. But yeah, what? Nope. Okay, maybe we'll just I don't know what went on there. Anyways, I guess I'll just go on and wrap it up with a broken knuckle. Anyways, I appreciate all of you guys for stopping by. I'll definitely be doing these weekly if I can on Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Running trains, doing whatnot, answering your questions, anything. Just having a good time on a Friday, getting into the weekend. You know, I enjoy doing these. I just kind of been neglecting them. School's been taking over my mind and all that, and just haven't had much motivation to do some of this stuff. But I'm gonna pick up on it. You know, I promise you guys, the channel is gonna get a lot more interesting. I've got some stuff planned. Some of you might know that I'm getting into car content and all that, so that'll add a little diversity to it. And don't worry, I'm not giving up trains or anything. It's just I'm adding an additional what should I say, perspective to it. But yeah, I've started high school, so that, you know, it's kind of been distracting me. But other than that, I will be getting, you know, we've reached 1,000 subscribers not too long ago, so, you know, hey, it's only up from here. And I'm sorry I'm getting philosophical. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and it's always fun to talk to you fine folks. And I'll see you guys next time. You all have a good night or morning or wherever you are, and see you guys later. This is Braden signing off, I guess. I don't know how to end these, so I'm just going to click the stop button. Where is it? Here it is. Goodbye.